All right. Well, for those who might be listening to this sometime in the whenevers, this is Winder Lyons and Mr. Alan Newell. Alan is the Touchstone Road Warrior. Look for him on the road in his machine. He'll be in your neck of the woods telling you all about this. The Gospel of Touchstone according to Alan. What's up,
The,
dog?
the Gospel of Touchstone, according to Alan. I like that. I like that. Yeah. 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 How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I have been made aware of the fact that the company has a new product that's pretty cutting edge and pretty different, and it's in an area that I don't think there's going to be any interest for anywhere in this country. It's about helping people with their weight. We don't need that anywhere.
Nah, we're just the most obese country in the world. So,
Have you noticed it out there? There's a little issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody mentioned that there was. I hadn't noticed, of course. But tell me, you know, if there's any one thing on the planet that's going to get the attention of the public more than anything else I can think of in the world, it's going to be something that involves healthy weight loss. Now, is that an accurate description of what we're rolling out? Healthy weight loss?
That's a very accurate description. But what's unique about our product is and you said the word healthy. It's a healthy and a natural way to lose weight. That's not a get quick fix. It's not a lose weight quick. I saw this thing on the internet, said 40 pounds in 4 weeks. And I said, what do you do? Cut off a leg? What?
And so, cut off the head. That'd be right for that one.
That's right. And so this is a first to market formulation of organic whole food plant-based nutrition. And so what happens is it controls your blood sugar, which controls your appetite, which controls your craving, which controls your weight and your body's ability to burn fat instead of carbohydrates and other things. And it literally takes and turns the glucose into starch. You see, when glucose in your body has nowhere to go, when you eat, and so many of our products, that there are 62 different words that marketers use to describe sugar. And so that sugar turns to carbohydrates and fat in the body. Well, this product, number one, helps you control those cravings. And number two, turns that glucose and that sugar into starch, which can be burnt as energy. So you don't not only not gain weight, but you'll actually lose weight because you'll be burning fat.
Now, what about somebody who's really thin to begin with? How's it going to affect them?
So most people that are thin have an issue with low blood sugar and blood sugar crashing. And so they have a high metabolism rate, but their blood sugars still fluctuate within 3.5 to 4 hours after eating. And their problem is normally they'll get the shakes and they'll get, and unless they eat on a consistent basis, they'll have blood sugar crashes. And so then when they do eat something, so you think that they would not have the spikes that a heavier person does. And that's kind of the opposite. The heavier people have spikes, but not as high as a skinny person who eats sugar. So this
are you talking about spikes of insulin?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So a thin person potentially has more issues around spiking insulin, why is that bad?
So, well, there's lots of different reasons why, because it leads your body to diabetes. It does lots of different things. I mean, the epidemic of sugar in this country is so huge. And so when you have a spike in sugar, think about this. When you eat sugars or you drink coffees or you do things, you after the crash, you have a huge dip in your energy levels. That's the blood sugar crash. And so when you can flatten those crashes, spikes and crashes, you have a steady flow of energy all day long.
Okay.
Which you don't have the I'm tired, I'm worn out, the jitters from the caffeine. You're not, people try to manage their energy levels by eating energy drinks. Look at how popular energy drinks are right now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
because they've got a dip in their energy level, which is from a blood sugar crash. And so they're drinking energy drinks, which, as you know, are horrible.
Well, that's going to burn out your adrenals over time. And then you have a whole nother set of problems.
Massive adrenal issue. I was just talking to one of our naturopathic doctors who is board certified in 3 different countries. And she said one of the biggest problems for people that are 45 to 50 years old and over in this country are adrenal issues, which cause other issues, hormonal issues, which causes, there's just a long list. And so it's like, this is where it starts and this is where it ends. Yeah.
So my sort of real rough understanding of what this new offering is about is that one, it somehow feeds your ability to feel full and not have cravings. The second is that it helps you with all of your enzymes, not just your digestive parts. Something I really didn't understand was that enzymes are crucial in all of our functionality.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you have the blood sugar thing, you have the enzymes, and then you have probiotics, which if you don't have gut health, you have no immunity. Your biome gets whacked out, your pH gets waxed out, everything just starts spiraling in a downward way. And as I understand it, this single thing addresses all of those issues. Is that an accurate statement?
So just to tell you some of the symptoms, that's a very accurate statement, number one. Just to tell you some of the symptoms of, did you know that MD Anderson and Harvard Medical School did a study, so did Duke University Medical School, and they said that over 88% of the adult population have unhealthy blood sugar spikes, and most don't know it. Most don't know it.
88% in this kind. Is that worldwide or just here in the States where we're junkies?
That's here in the States. Okay. Don't know what the worldwide numbers are, but so how do you know if you're having blood sugar issues? Well, if you get hungry after you've eaten, you're like, I want a dessert, or an hour later, you're wanting a snack. If you're craving sweet foods, Oreos and just, and there's lots of things that are sweet, but sweet drinks, pop, soda, or if you're craving something sweet, if you've got brain fog, lack of focus, and dips in energy level where after lunch, you want to take a nap, that's a sign of unhealthy blood sugar. Acne or skin issues can be a sign of blood sugar issues. Constantly feeling exhausted. There's an epidemic now where people are diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I have no energy. I can't do this. I can't do that. And so several good friends of mine who are doctors will tell you that fibromyalgia is basically a diagnosis they give people because they don't know what's wrong with them.
Just to cover all it's okay. It's fibromyalgia. What the?
Yeah, that's what it is. And then the stubborn weight gain. As we grow older, the blood sugar spikes can trigger the release of insulin, which is stored excess glucose, and it's stored primarily in our fat cells. It's trapping us with the fat storing mode. Okay, the gut fat. See people, and that's a huge issue for people with that even people that are just overweight a little bit. So yeah, 88% of the population are having these issues. And so when you start taking this glucose, what does it do for me? Why should I take this product? Well, number one, I can tell you that with me taking it, I've literally at times, and I try to eat throughout the day and I measure my macros, my protein, my fat, and my carbohydrates. I measure them through an app on my phone. Been doing that before this product. And it was easy for me to eat enough, but it was harder for me to balance them. Now, I'm balancing them extremely well, but I have a trouble eating enough because I'm not hungry between meals. I'll look up and it'll be 6:30 at night and I'll go, ooh, I need to eat something. I don't crave sweets anymore. I'm a person who I was in that category where they said, oh, you're pre-diabetic. What does that mean? Who knows?
I had the same thing.
Yeah, my wife before she had my son was pre-pregnant, and then she got pregnant, which means you have the potential of.
Took care of that one.
Yeah, and which means you have the potential of becoming diabetic, and your blood. Here's what it is they're getting different spike levels when they're doing your blood test.
All right.
So, oh yeah, well, you go in one time. So, you're going to support a healthy level blood sugar. You're going to feel like you got more energy throughout the day. It's simple. It's easy. It's capsules. It's all natural. There's no added ingredients, no synthetics. You're going
No
to
caffeine.
no caffeine. No.
How do you take it? Tell me your routine.
So for me personally, I take 2 before lunch, 2 before dinner, and 2 before bed.
Now that's a
And
lot.
tell you what,
That's what it says on the bottle is 2 a day, because most people can't afford what you're doing.
well, so if you do, I would say cut back to 1 before lunch, 1 before dinner. And the reason I take 1 before bed, and get this, so guess what? Lots of people have, women especially, they have hot flashes at night. Okay. Well, there's some scientific research and some clinical studies that go back to that's blood sugar spikes.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. And so I don't have hot flashes, but I want to sleep with a fan on, no covers, my temperature set on 68 or 69 degrees, because I get hot at night.
Now, how's that not a hot flash?
Because I'm a man,
Yeah, well, that never stopped you before.
It's like wearing a man's ear, so here's the thing is, so I would wake up at night. I wake up sometimes 2 or 3 times a night, but if I'm having, and I had to really pay attention to what I was eating, what I was not eating in the evenings. And so I practice a 3-2-1, no meals, 3 hours before bed, nothing to drink 2 hours, and then no screen time an hour before.
Yeah, that's great.
So last fall, Winder, get this, last fall, I, at 12:30 at night, woke up. I was cold, I was sweaty, I was clammy, had the shakes, and I was, my fast breathing. And I thought, and I told my daughter, I said, I think I'm having a heart attack. She said, your chest hurting? I said, no, but this is not good. And I literally had my doctor, she said, you may take you to the hospital. I said, no, I want you to call 911.
Huh.
And she called 911. The ambulance got here that came in, and I'm not an EMD, I'm not a paramedic. So they took my blood sugar, and he goes, okay, so you're diabetic, right? And I said, no. And he goes, your blood sugar is over 210.
What the hell?
And he goes, oh, he said, you're having a blood sugar spike.
That's great.
I'm like, oh, okay. So immediately I felt better. I felt more relaxed, because a lot of it was panic attack. And so, but they said, just to be on the safe side, $4,000 later, we're going to carry you down and take a look at you,
Oh, special.
And so, but that's what it was. It was a blood sugar spike.
Huh. And so you're not having those now?
Not at all. Not at all.
That's really fascinating. Now, I want to get back to what we were talking about just a minute ago. It says on the label 1 twice a day. So that's the bottle has, that's a month's supply. Now, what does it cost for a month's supply of this stuff?
I want to say that it's right now you can get it for $39 a bottle. $39 a bottle. And I think wholesale is going to be about $49 a bottle. So if I'm using 3 a day, that's 1 more. So I'm going to spend, instead of 39, I'm going to probably spend, it's going to be what, $1.25 a day.
So look, somebody who's having a real issue is not going to care.
Well, and what I do is I bought the 5 bottle pack. Okay.
Well, I always do that too, because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper. See, that's what I like about it is you can buy 1 bottle, 3 bottle, or 5 bottle, and you get the best deal with 5. So I'm like, I'm buying 5 because once I was lucky, Winder, to be in the test phase of the product, and started taking it, and man, I'm telling you, I was like, I told Eddie, I said, I'm taking 6 a day. And because I told him, I said, hey, I'm out of samples. He said, what do you mean you're out? I said, I'm doing 6 a day, brother.
All right. So look, I want to talk about that, because I think that's really important. I love that idea of taking more in the beginning. And so if somebody wants to join as a customer, they can't make any money with this. They can just get good pricing and treated well, and they get benefits from just being a customer. On the other hand, if somebody wants to spend $19 and be a rep, then they can share this with other people who have weight issues or blood sugar issues and get theirs paid for so damn quickly. 3 bottles a month, there's not even going to blink at that.
Listen, we have a program out now, Winder, where they can literally, if all you want to do is share with your friends and your customers, they can do that for free.
You mean not pay the $19?
No, do it. Just sign up as an affiliate marketer.
And they can still earn money.
and just earn money and just you can share it with anybody. No
one level.
ownership, no requirements. Just I love the product. I want to share it with my family and friends, and we
So they can
pay.
do that free.
Yeah, free.
And then make the money and buy their way up to the next level of
If they choose to. We've got
if they
lots
choose
of
to.
yeah, affiliate marketing is huge. Did you know, Winder, that 92% of the product you buy from Amazon, you're buying from an affiliate marketer?
No, I had no idea.
You're not buying from Amazon. You're buying from
Wow.
people like you and I.
Huh.
And so you do the same thing here, except Amazon requires you to have a minimum number of inventory on hand. Amazon takes their piece of the pie. Amazon lets people compete with you. Here, everybody's offering the same price. You share it. All you have to do is say, here, Winder, here's the link. You go order it. I'm done.
Wow, that's great.
The company sends me 25% commission.
Well, that's enough to cover your own bottles right there.
Well, you can pay for your product. Here's the deal. You get 3 or 4 people ordering product from your site, your product's basically free. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So this
I like
is
that.
really...
And there's been lots of people. I lost 8 pounds myself, not trying to do anything different. I carry a lot of muscle. And so I thought, and I'm not as lean as I'd like to be, but I thought, we'll see if I lose weight. You know, I don't know. I didn't take it to lose weight. I really didn't. I took it because of blood sugar spikes. And so when you have high blood sugar spikes, you also have low. When you get low, brother, it's the shakes and it doesn't feel good.
What about sleep? Are you getting stories about people who are saying they have better sleep now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of what waking you up at night is shown that your blood sugar fluctuates at night. We've got somebody who actually is diabetic, and they wear the little patch on them that has the little machine that actually injects insulin in their body. That's how they're type 1, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And so and this thing is attached to their computer. It reads the computer, and they said, it's amazing the difference in my blood sugar levels throughout the night.
Huh. And that's proven on there. That's science. That's right there, printed out.
I was getting this before I started taking this product. Now I'm getting this.
What about for pregnant women and kids and people that are other, that have actually been diagnosed with diabetes or hypoglycemia or whatever? What are the restrictions?
So, clearly I always tell, here's what I tell people is you want to, see, when you talk to somebody, you say, well, you want to ask your doctor about this. Well, I can just tell you, if you walk in and you say, hey, doc, I'm pregnant and I've got this product I want to take to help regulate my blood sugar, what's he going to say? No, I don't think that's a good idea, because he doesn't know what it is.
So how do you recommend to get around
your doctor and you say, listen, so if you said to your doctor, hey, listen, doc, guess what? I found a product that has plants in it. It's got mushrooms in it and prebiotics and probiotics. And that's what it is. It's 100% organic. It's vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. And I heard that taking this while you're pregnant is good for you. He'd say, well, it's not going to hurt you.
See, it's all on how you present. That's brilliant.
Yeah. And so, if you want to, carry the product in with you and say, hey, doc, read this label. This is all plants, mushrooms, and probiotics. And
all
I just
food.
And is it okay for me to take while I'm pregnant? And he'll say, yeah. So
it's food. It's not drugs.
No synthetic chemicals, no additives, no artificial flavors, no artificial anything. It's 100% food, plant-based food, which, listen, Winder, that's why we're so, not only are we excited about it, but nobody's ever approached sugar levels, glucose spikes from this angle. And we got the clinical trials, and it's amazing the results people are getting.
So can somebody look at the science somewhere?
Yep, there's a landing page that you can look at that shows the science on there. We've got a FAQ, frequently asked questions, at the bottom of it, and also when it launches, we're in pre-launch. And the sales are amazing, and the testimonies are amazing, and the results people get are amazing. But we're in pre-launch, so as soon as it launches, now you can see that the science, the results on the website, on the landing page that we've created for people to order now. And then when it hits the web page, you'll actually have links to go to the trial, the clinical trials and information.
So when do you think the actual launch is going to be?
So I've been told that it's going to be probably the second week of July that it'll hit the website.
Okay.
They're launching either in the next few days, they're launching in the UK and EU. Okay. And so, because it hasn't been available there, that's going to be awesome. And then, so I think middle of July, you'll see it hit the website. And here's the thing. The reason we did that, Winder, is, as you know, this company, we want to make sure that we don't get excited, put a product out there and then go, oh, sorry, we're out of stock. And I'm gonna tell you that had we done that and put it on the website, there's a good chance, because it's so popular and so many people are jumping on board with this that it's very possible we could have been out of stock.
You think this is going to end up being our number one best-selling product?
Eddie, our founder, which you know very well, and he's a guy who he likes to he's pretty accurate. He knows his numbers. He's one of the things I admire about the guy is he knows his numbers.
He does.
He said, I anticipate this to be our number one product by far.
By when?
I don't know the answer to that. He didn't say that, so I'm not going to put words in his mouth.
Don't put words in somebody else's mouth. It ain't sanitary.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this number. Okay. I will tell you this. June of the year for us in this industry is a good year, but it's not massive, right? Our best months of the year are, February, March, April, into May, end of August, September, October, November, right? So my sales for my team this month are up 87.8% over last month. I know you're like, because you know the kind of sales we're doing.
Yeah, that's pretty astounding.
That's
astounding.
Crazy. Yeah, and listen, the month's not over.
No.
And so
it's rocking and rolling.
7.8% over last month.
How much of that do you think is this new product?
I mean, I think it's a ton, and I tell you why I think it's the new product is because people are so excited about it, and they're so excited about the results that they're getting. I'm getting messages every day going, how do I order? Somebody told me about it. Where do I get the link? Where do I get this? It's not on your website.
You said something a little while ago that I meant to ask you about, and it just reoccurred to me. You said that one of the things that the product does is that it helps people not have cravings for things. Mm-hmm. What ingredients in this, or what foods in this contribute to that? Because that's pretty unusual.
Yeah. So from what I'm being told by the naturopaths is that the changa mushroom is what's controlling those cravings for sugar.
Chaga,
it's been used in China and the Orient. Changa mushrooms and reishi mushrooms. It's CHAGA. Changa mushrooms. Yeah. Chaga mushrooms.
Okay.
Reishi mushrooms have been used in Asia because they do a lot of natural herbs and minerals over there. They're not so big into the medical world. It's been used over there, these two mushrooms, for diabetes for thousands of years.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so those are the ones that are going to help the spikes in the blood sugar, and the ones that are going to help you not have the cravings. Because a lot of times
plant-based enzymes, not to interrupt you, but that's what's controlling that. And then the plant-based enzymes, the enzymes is what's turning that glucose into starch. So number one, you're not craving as much. And when you do get it, the plant-based enzymes are turning it into starch, which can be burnt for energy instead of storing for fat.
So you're breaking the sugar addiction cycle, and allowing your body to rest from the spikes that all that refined sugar causes.
That's right. Yeah. And then the probiotics play a huge role in how we metabolize food. You see, when hey, you got to increase your metabolism to lose weight, right? Well, the probiotics helps you metabolize the food, which gives you the energy from it, so you don't get the lows.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, tell me about a little bit more about the enzymes. Everybody's pretty familiar with digestive enzymes. What more news about enzymes do we need to hear?
Well, so when you look at plant-based enzymes, they're a catalyst for metabolic function, along with the prebiotics. When you see, if you ever notice, there's people that, in different body types, you notice those tall, skinny people with the narrow shoulders and narrow hips. And you're like, they can eat anything. Well, their genetic makeup is that their metabolism a lot higher and they're eating, but if you notice, they're not big sweet eaters. And then you look at the guys like me with the wide shoulders, broad, I'm built like a linebacker, not a wide receiver, broad hips, and then I have a tendency to gain more visceral fat. I carry more muscle, but I'm also can get a bigger gut, okay, because my body composition and makeup is that I crave more meat and potatoes, starches, and carbohydrates. So which slows down my metabolism. Okay, so they have a higher metabolism and they're burning off more fat, but they're the ones who have the low blood sugar spikes. I'm storing that fat, and which makes me wider, and I'm having higher blood sugar spikes. So the enzymes are a catalyst for the metabolic functions, and we have a proprietary exclusive enzyme blend that works to target the excess glucose that you're consuming from meals. And see, there's adding sugar to our food.
Yeah.
That's why they have 62 different words to disguise it, because food is addicting. When you look at a brain scan, two brains side by side, one you give them cocaine and one you give them sugar. The brain reacts the same way in the part of the brain that controls the addiction. So they get you addicted to it. So they can sell you more food.
Yeah.
And the portions are larger. So this exclusive enzyme, it targets that extra glucose. So the amount of glucose that's released in the body is reduced, hence flattening that glucose curve.
Yeah, I thought there were other enzymes also that did other things with body systems besides just the digestive part.
Oh, we could talk about plant-based enzymes forever and all the benefits it does and how it helps with so many different things. But with this particular product, if you're diabetic or hypoglycemic, that's what it's doing. Is it's naturally regulating that and turning that extra glucose into starches, and then with the mushrooms, you're craving less sugars.
Right. So there's a lot more going on here than we actually have time to get into at this point. But needless to say, there's a lot going on. But the tip of the spear in terms of interest from the general folks out there is going to be blood sugar regulation and weight balancing.
Yes, absolutely. And when you look at, you're going to have less hunger between meals, less cravings. It's going to support your blood sugar so you don't have those spikes, those up and downs, better energy throughout the day. It's easy to take. It's non-GMO. It's gluten-free, so you don't have to worry about that. Your metabolic health is huge, and your gut health. You mentioned earlier in the thing, gut health. When you're probiotic for your gut microbiome and your gut health, that digestive system, when you can digest food properly, so many things work so much better. From regular bowel movements to cleaning your system out to not overtaxing the liver and kidneys.
And better sleep.
Much better sleep.
How did it get any better than that?
Well, here's how it gets better than that is this product comes, Winder, for those who are listening, with a 100% empty container money back guarantee. No questions asked. So when you order it, take it every single day for 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, if you don't like it, just contact the company. They'll give you your money back.
Doesn't get any better than that, brother.
All right, my friend.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. This is a very enlightening conversation.
Absolutely.
Mr. Alan Newell. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Winder. Have a great day, my friend. And hey, happy July 4th.
You too.
All right. See you.